With Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor around the corner and the upcoming Ring of Honor relaunch under the AEW banner likely coming soon after, one has to wonder, what will the new Ring of Honor roster look like? With reports dropping that most former Ring of Honor roster members may not be coming back, with some exceptions like Jonathan Gresham, it seems likely Tony Khan will pull from the current AEW roster to grow younger wrestlers on their own developmental brand. But who would Khan turn to for the new Ring of Honor? We're going to take a look at that on today's Wrestle Juice. But first, be sure to sub to the channel and hit that like button. Now let's build our AEW Ring of Honor roster. First off, we're going to start with some obvious names. Lee Moriarty, he's got a match there against Jay Lethal, sort of the past of Ring of Honor, and what arguably could be the future of Ring of Honor. Lee Moriarty, I think, number one guy. You want to put him in Ring of Honor. I think this dude has a terrific future. I think him being in Ring of Honor, maybe even being the next Ring of Honor champion after Gresham, would be a huge bonus for him. Maybe spend like 2 years there and then boom, up to AEW as a pretty big deal. Able to mix it up in the upper mid card and eventually the main event, because that's where he's going to be. Let's be honest with that. Another guy who I understand is a new member of the Jericho Appreciation Society. Of course, I'm talking about Daniel Garcia. If I can find him on this thing, I think Daniel Garcia would be a terrific name. I'm looking at every freaking face here and I do not see. There he is. There's my guy. These guys right here really honestly should be the pillars of the new Ring of Honor. Let's be honest. They're terrific, really great wrestlers, and they really represent sort of that Ring of Honor thing. Let's talk about tag teams, because there's one tag team that should absolutely be the next Ring of Honor tag team champions. If it's not going to be FTR, it's going to be Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin. They're terrific. Again, send them to Ring of Honor, have them really build up that brand more on the personality basis rather than the wrestling thing, because they've got that wrestling thing down. The fans absolutely love these guys. Let's see what they can do from a character standpoint, especially because AEW's tag division is so crowded. It's getting even more crowded by the day. You got Mox and Danielson out there now, a new tag team. You know they're going to be mixing up with tag teams. They might win those tag team titles. Let's talk about a current tag team champion who I think could actually use some time there in Ring of Honor. Of course, I'm talking about Jungle Boy. Once again, if I could find him on this thing, that'd be awesome. Where are the J's? Here he is. I'm looking at this. It says Luther. That's not Luther. There you go. It's Jungle Boy. I feel like Jungle Boy is one of them dudes that really could use... I know putting him with Christian might have been to help him freshen up the character aspect of things. I don't know if that's really happening. I think he's terrific, but I do feel like every time he gets on the mic, it's just really forgettable. I feel like if he goes to Ring of Honor, has a little bit of breathing room there, some time on the mic that he might not get in AEW because things move at a breakneck pace there, and they got to make sure everything's super polished for TV. Maybe in Ring of Honor, you don't need all that. What's this guy doing here? Get out of there, Cody. You're not there. What are you doing? Get out of there. Let's take a look at this roster. I think 100% the Ass Boys. Yeah, Colton, you got Austin. Send them to Ring of Honor. I mean, come on, look. Honestly, up until this point, Ring of Honor has been, or Dark and Elevation has been what AEW, I think, wants to do with Ring of Honor. So you put those guys there because they're already doing some pretty terrific stuff. Another person here that could move to Ring of Honor, I'm going to put Layla Hirsch over there. I think she's probably going to get a title shot against Thunder Rosa sooner than later. Thunder Rosa's a good guy. She's like being branded a bad guy. I think she's probably going to come out of the Statlander feud that she's in right now. So maybe in a couple months she'll get a title shot against Thunder Rosa, because I think they're really going to try to build Layla Hirsch. But she could be like dominant in Ring of Honor for their women's division. So yeah, I'd say Layla Hirsch, put her over there. Somebody else I think who could be served really well in Ring of Honor, once she's done with whatever title shot she's probably going to get, I don't know, months from now, is Serena Deeb. Talk about somebody who could absolutely be teaching, the sort of the up and comers in Ring of Honor. put Serena Deeb over there. Once, I'm talking like months and months from now, once she's sort of gone through this current heel thing, the rookie challenge. I mean, what better way than to bring that rookie challenge to Ring of Honor? It's basically sort of her shtick right now. Another group I'm going to say you bring over to Ring of Honor. They're not up-and-comers by any stretch of the imagination. They've already been AEW Tag Team Champions. I'm talking about, of course, FTR. They're going to have that match there anyways. I think they would fit in perfectly with the new Ring of Honor. They've already done so much in AEW. I'm not saying you put them there for good. I'm saying just to start, you put them there, give them some feuds. One thing about this Ring of Honor thing is you're going to want veterans there, guys who have been at the top level, in order to teach the guys who are coming up. The new faces that are going to be there, you want all that knowledge to be imparted onto them dudes right there. Another group I think that's done already sort of all they can do in AEW for now until they reach that next level. I'm talking about the Pillmans. You got this Pillman right here. You got Griff Garrison, and then somewhere here, I imagine, you got Brian Pillman Jr., wherever he might be. Let's see here. Is he here? Where'd he go? I know he's on here somewhere. I'll find him eventually. In the meantime, oh, here he is. Hey, buddy. All right, you go over there. All right, let's take another look at this roster. All right, talking about names who I think could be a dominant force in Ring of Honor in the women's division. Veterans who can help teach the younger talent. Mercedes Martinez. I just don't know, she's already lost a bunch in AEW. I'm not sure if she's going to get to that point where she's going to have a legit title run or match against anybody there. Speaking of that, maybe this would clear up a little bit of room for Abaddon to be on main roster finally. I don't know where she would fit in. Why did my light just go out? That was weird. I don't know exactly where she'd fit in. I don't necessarily think it'd be in Ring of Honor because you kind of want to keep that to the wrestling stuff, right? So yeah, I don't know about that. Another guy who just sort of flies under the radar in AEW proper is Lee Johnson. Lee Johnson, can you please stand up, sir? Here you are. There you go. You can be in Ring of Honor and really establish your own personality, your own character, because they really haven't given him much of a chance to do that in AEW. And again, Ring of Honor should be a place where you can go sort of workshop stuff and see what works, see what doesn't work without the bright lights of cable TV shining down on you. Let's send a big guy. I'm not talking about Nick Camarado. This dude loses so often. Look, AEW, they're still going to need some jobbers. That's why you got the Nightmare Factory or whatever they're called. The Factory, the Nightmare Factory, whatever they're called. So we got to send some big man there. And I'm looking at a couple guys here, some possibilities. And I'm going to choose one, and it might get me some heat. So you got Lance Archer. He's upper 30s, I think. I think he's a bit on the older side. He's been doing it for a long time. You got Brian Cage, who has not been seen on TV. Although I did see a really cool suggestion the other day from, I think, one of the friendos suggesting that Brian Cage should end up being Wardlow's replacement at the side of MJF. I think that's a cool idea. I don't know what's going to happen. But you got Wardlow, you got Brian Cage, you got Lance Archer, and you got Miro. You also got Hobbs. All those big dudes. If you send Hobbs, then I think you got to send Starks, and you definitely got to send Hook. I'm definitely going to send Hook to Ring of Honor. I think that could be fantastic for him, being, maybe starting up his own team Hook over there, his own team Taz. So we're going to keep Hobbs as a big man here on main roster. Of course, we're going to keep Miro. Wardlow, I think, could be huge. You keep him on main roster. I'm going to do this, man. I'm going to send Lance Archer to Ring of Honor. I think he's a guy who can probably teach a lot of kids a lot of stuff. Maybe if you got some younger big dudes, he can show them a thing or two as well. But I think that's probably a cool spot for Lance Archer. He's done a lot already in AEW. He's had some title matches. He just had one against Hangman Page not long ago after that, really scary neck injury of his. So maybe send him to Ring of Honor, have him be more of a player coach type, and you have a dominant, big guy there so that the smaller guys can test their mettle against him. I think that's not a terrible idea, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Let's send some people to Ring of Honor. A couple more people here, perhaps. I'm going to say, let's see here. Going through this, you know who could use a stint to Ring of Honor? How about you rebrand Preston Vance? This is a big dude right here. Talk about the perfect guy to learn under Lance Archer. He's a big guy. He's sort of doing nothing in the Dark Order, which is sort of just, they're kind of doing a whole lot of nothing these days anyways. So have him break off from the Dark Order. Send him to Ring of Honor. And I think he could do some pretty cool things over there. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Who else can we send to Ring of Honor? How about Red Velvet? Have her go to Ring of Honor where she can maybe get a bigger spotlight. Because it's kind of, they don't give a lot of time to their women's division in AEW on TV. And so maybe a person like Red Velvet, who's sort of fallen by the wayside, she's sort of like a sidekick to Statlander at this point. Maybe she can carve out her own identity there in the new Ring of Honor. I think that's a cool idea. Somebody else who might want to do that, because I don't see them challenging for a title anytime soon, is Anna Jay. Hey, maybe you could put Anna Jay with Preston Vance right here, and they can, you know, help each other out or something. Let's see here. Is there anybody else I could see going to Ring of Honor? I'm looking at all these people here. Let's see here. Serpentico. You still need some of those jobbers, man. You probably want to keep the Acclaimed on main roster as well. They're pretty terrific. How about Kazarian? How about because he put Kazarian there? He could be like a general manager over there in Ring of Honor. Or Regal. Oh, here we go. Brock Anderson. 100,000% that guy belongs in Ring of Honor. I could totally see that. And here's the thing. You unload some of the women onto Ring of Honor. And can we finally get Emi Sakura on AEW TV? Can we finally do that, perhaps? That'd be something good. Tony Nese. Ring of Honor is going to need jobbers. That's rude. I shouldn't have said that. He's really great. Maybe he can, I don't know, win the Pure Championship there if they decide to bring that back. Who else can go to Ring of Honor? I think that's actually a pretty solid core right there. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 women. Plus, you know, Deonna Purrazzo, isn't she? Yeah, I think she's currently the Ring of Honor. You got to bring Deonna Purrazzo there. She's not here because she's not AEW. But you bring Deonna Purrazzo to Ring of Honor to be, you know, the dominant champion there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 players in line right there for that title. You got a couple tag teams here. Plus, you put the Briscoes there. You got FTR there. And then you got a pretty solid men's division with some, you know, some real grapplers. Maybe Kip Sabian goes there too. Why not? Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford. She ain't really doing a whole lot in AEW these days. You put them there. And then maybe the other thing you do, because again, that tag division is so overwhelmingly stacked. Maybe you throw another tag team over there. Maybe you put Private Party. They're super young. I mean, hell, they were really young when they came into AEW. Where is Mark Quinn? I know I just saw him. Oh, here he is. Well, the cool sunglasses right there. So there you go. How do you guys like that for an initial Ring of Honor roster? Do you like that? Is it a bunch of bullshit? I think I like it. I think that's a good solid crew right there. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else here that I would put over there. That's good. I mean, maybe Eddie Kingston's got to stay on cable TV. That guy, he's just too much. He's great. Anyways, yeah, I think that's solid. That's really good. Oh, look at that. Look what I did. What a great roster right there. Who wouldn't want to watch that on YouTube? Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. Take a look. Got a surprise for you. Look, there she is. Hey, Jip, what's this? Gypsy. Jip, what's this? Look, nothing. She can hear me. She's electing not to. Check out one of these other videos over here. I gave my thoughts on what I thought the real reason for Cody Rhodes going to WWE is. And then you can check out the latest episode of Steve Thunder over in WWE 2K My Rise. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you at one of those videos.